local Amish farm. Let me show you what I picked up and tell you what I'm going to be doing. So, I am really crappy at this. Hold on. All right, here we go. So I picked up these beautiful yellow tomatoes, as well as some other canning tomatoes. I'm going to be making crushed tomatoes this week. And I grabbed cherry tomatoes for pasta salad. I also picked up some potatoes. I grabbed some fresh red onions. And the first thing I'm going to do today in the Hobbit kitchen is make pickles, because hubby has been asking for pickles.
Where's my pickles?
Yeah, where's his pickles? Also, originally, the plan for tonight's Hobbit kitchen was going to be linguiça kale soup, but I actually have a spaghetti squash I need to use up first, so I'll do the soup tomorrow, and tonight I'll be doing spaghetti squash, fresh yellow beans, and some sort of meat sauce on the squash. Anyway, I gotta get to washing these pickles. Well, they're not pickles yet. Cucumbers. So first thing I'm going to do is scrub any dirt or debris off of cucumbers, and then I'm going to slice the ends, cut them into spears, and soak them in ice water and salt for 2 hours. Go over to the sink. There's the spaghetti squash for later. Just going to get them all washed. These pickles are going to be a garlic pickle, because I asked what flavor he wanted, and that was what he said. I am so thankful to have a local farm nearby, because everything there is just wonderful. And I had a sample of the hugest, I don't know what variety it was, I should have asked, cantaloupe this morning, and it was incredible. And it was also bigger than my head. Crazy. Anyway, now that these are washed, got my bowl ready. I'm going to cut them up. Some more light in here. And move a few things out of the way. Tell I've got a lot of projects going on at once. Okay, got my board, got my cukes. See how big of a mess I can make today, shall we? If I can angle this right so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to cut each end, and then I'm going to cut them into quarters for the spears. These look so good. Toss them into the bowl. I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. I definitely am, because all my shopping is now done for the week. And I have been saving money left and right. Last week, my grocery bill was lower than it's ever been. And this week, it was even less. Oh, shit. And then, because I was looking at something else, I dropped a couple of spears right in the strainer. Anyway, got a few more of these to go here. I should be able to get two 2-pint jars out of these. Just have to find out if he wants water bath cooked pickles or refrigerator pickles, because it does make a difference. If I do the refrigerator pickles, they won't go into the canner at all. Depends on how fast he wants to eat them, I guess. So do you want refrigerator pickles or canned pickles? They'll be jarred either way. It's just the refrigerator pickles are quicker, so you might want that.
Quicker.
Okay, quicker. Yeah, it'll be refrigerator pickles with lots of garlic. Yum, yum, yum. Wasn't originally planning on going live when I got back. I was going to just record everything that I picked up at the Amish farm, and then I said, yeah, screw it. Let's just go live. So this is the last one. Now these need to be covered in ice water and salt, and they have to sit for 2 hours before I do anything else. Get rid of all the ends there. And I'll grab some ice water. All right. Now that those are covered, I'm going to add the salt, and then I'm going to put a plate on top of it to hold everything down and stick them in the corner so they're cool. All right. Now, oh, well, that is not what I thought it was. All right, I need to grab the salt out of the cabinet. Eight fucking hours later. All right, I got salt. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, that's not pickling salt. It doesn't have to be specific pickling salt. It just needs to be a fine grain salt, and it is better to use a good quality salt. I'm using pink Himalayan, but use whatever works for you. I'm just going to mix the salt in here and cover it up. All right. So these are going to go and sit somewhere dark for now. Now, when I do end up packaging these up later, I'm also going to make the first batch of crushed tomatoes for the canner. And I'll show you that when it's done because it's a very long process. I have to first boil the tomatoes for a few minutes. Hi, James. That way I'll be able to easily remove the skin and then cut out any bad spots. And then there's the whole processing them and cooking them. But I'll show you as I get towards the end of the crushed tomatoes, the steps that are involved in filling the jars and putting them into the pressure canner. But in the meantime, that's pretty much all for now. I'm going to get to work on a few more projects, but I'll be back tonight making this delicious spaghetti squash. Hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great day.